Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It's Tuba Play Negative AE, and welcome back. It's channel update time. It's been a while. I always try to spread these out so I'm not doing too many channel updates at a time, even though I want to talk to you guys about almost every decision that I make with the channel. But I think it's better to go into this and not collect my thoughts, because if I collect my thoughts too much, then I start to stutter over my words for some reason. So this is kind of a raw video where we talk about maybe some things going on in the future, and hopefully I make a lot of sense is the goal always in these. So you may have noticed I came back. I don't know if I made I made kind of like a I hope that I make my content something that I'm proud of video, but I don't know if I made it like an official like, hey guys, like it's me, I'm back video. And so that's, I guess this kind of serves that purpose. I came out at the door kicking. I kind of, part of me was like, oh, I feel bad for not uploading for so long, so I want to upload a lot. But then I also, like, as I got into it, I kind of missed it a little bit. So I'm like, all right, let's, I want to record 3 episodes today, because like I forgot how much I liked, just kind of like playing games, because honestly, that time that I stopped recording for a while, I didn't really play games. I wouldn't play anything. I was kind of focused on drawing because I've always wanted to be good at art, and I feel like kind of I'm getting older. And I'm only in my 20s, right? But like I feel like I'm getting, like I should start to like kind of get what I'm trying to do with my life, and I'm still not there. I still am kind of at the point where I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. So I'm hoping, like, there's a lot of people now, and I appreciate those people that do say this, where it's like kind of like, oh, you have time in life to like decide. In your 20s, you're young still, you can kind of decide what you want to do. So that's where I'm at. I don't know though. I'm like mid 20s. So it's almost a little scary that I don't have any inkling of anything, and that there's no doors that are open currently. So I'm trying to, like, anyway, that's just my, this is what I get for doing it raw, the audio. But I kind of want to, like, I kind of wanted to gather a bunch of skills, and YouTube was kind of one of those things that like seemed like it was pretty stagnant, and it was preventing me from learning a bunch of new skills. So I kind of spent the time that I was not recording to try and better myself. I took a couple classes for information technology. I started drawing. I started trying to like, I have a tuba now that I can play. So there's all this stuff that I was trying to do, and then I kind of forgot how much I missed recording, and that was kind of a long way of saying I'm back now. And I was uploading 3 times a day for a while. I think that's going to stop. I was really excited to come back, and I was recording, and it was cool. But I think after like a week or 2 of doing that, I've started to quickly realized that my stamina is not as is not as high as 3 uploads a day. I did have a backlog going for like, whenever I try to get a backlog going, I get a backlog going, right, for about like 4 days. And I had that for about 4 days going into YouTube. I was like, okay, I'm going to record like 6 episodes today because I have a ton of time. And then I'm going to record 6 episodes tomorrow. And then eventually, I'm going to have like a kind of influx of things. But then my life is so chaotic, and I have so many like responsibilities, just kind of helping out my family, that or like driving my siblings to and fro on certain days and whatnot, that it's kind of a hectic schedule, so I can't really sit down and schedule a day, and for some reason I need to schedule everything. There's a whole bunch go into that, but anyway, that's a little bit into my personal life. But the idea being that I might just slow down. I think I had the most fun recording YouTube when I wasn't forced to upload things. Like I was doing, I think back in the day I would upload 2 episodes a day, and that was pretty good. And then 1 episode I went from 2 to 1. And I think I enjoy YouTube the most when I'm excited for a game and I'm actually playing a game. Like I'm like sort of excited for Everhood a little bit. Loop Hero obviously was something that really kickstarted my channel back up and into recording again. Just because I was like, you know what, Loop Hero is just that game that like it has kind of like the same art style feel of Vagante, if that makes sense. But it's like its own thing, and I like the kind of like not really having anything to do with the gameplay, but also having like a lot to do with like whatever deck you bring in. I think that's a really interesting concept, and I think it really like brought me back. Looking at the views though, like coming back, I'm doing a lot better than I did when I left, if that makes sense. Like it may not look like it, like looking at the numbers. But when I would upload something like before I went on the break, it would get maybe like 5 views. And I guess it was because I was playing a lot of visual novel stuff too, and not a lot of people are into the visual novel stuff. But you know, now I'm getting like I'm looking at my analytics right now, I'm getting like 56, 24. So I mean the interaction is high, and I appreciate you guys all being here. I'm getting like 10 likes on videos, which is insane. Vagante carried by a wildling is 10 likes. It's amazing. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm glad that I have a following that will stick with me. I know it's tough, kind of like even for me, like watching a YouTuber for more than a little bit, and especially if they don't upload, it's like you have to really like I don't know, like enjoy, but like I don't know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. So as to the future, so we're not going to be uploading 3 times a day, but I think that what I want to do is like, you know, whenever I'm excited for a video, I'm just going to upload it. Because I think when I was on my hiatus, I was nervous to upload anything. Like I didn't want to upload anything because that would mean that I would have to commit back to the schedule, and I have to come back, and people would be mad if I ever stopped uploading, which is kind of how I'm feeling the past couple days. But I've done some thinking and internal reflecting that maybe it's just not that way. People don't get mad whenever I don't upload. It's just kind of like, oh, he didn't upload today. So I think maybe like whenever I'm excited for something, I upload. Like Loop Hero has really gotten me excited. Everhood gets me a little bit excited. As for the visual novel stuff, I'm planning on finishing Higurashi. I'm planning on finishing Higurashi, but the problem is I haven't played it in so long that I need to remember what the hell happened. So I'm going to rewatch the last like 20 episodes that I've done before that even gets close to happening. So I haven't forgotten about the visual novel crowd. It's just kind of like before I start another visual novel, I think it would be unfair to Higurashi, which I said I was going to finish. To not finish it, especially after like 100-something episodes or whatever episode we're on now. So I haven't forgotten about the visual novel people that kind of like watch me for that too. I do want to finish that because it was a cool story, and we got pretty much to the end. Like I knew what was gonna happen, but we definitely want to finish it and just kind of ride it out. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. So there may be days where there's no uploads, but there may be days where there's like 4 uploads. Is how I'm thinking this is gonna go. Like today, I uploaded 2 Loop Hero episodes. The kind of like the final area. I was trying to kind of figure out how the final area works, and I think that's cool because I recorded both of those today and I uploaded them today. So I think instead of like a set schedule, I want to make it less of a job and more of kind of like something that I would just do, which is how it kind of used to feel. Is like I would be playing games every day, so it only felt natural to upload every day. But kind of as I've gotten older and I've stopped playing so many video games, and I don't know, maybe I'll introduce some new video games to the channel. I just feel like I have a certain watch base that likes a certain type of game. So like I know what you guys may like. Like I don't know if we're into really heavy story games, even though I like them a lot. I don't know. So I kind of have to pick and choose what I upload, but it's going to be something. It's going to be something along the lines of 0 uploads one day, 4 uploads another day, maybe 2 uploads another day. You never know. And then I also have an idea. I'm not going to say what the idea is because I want it to be special. So if you notice something weird, I see. I don't know. It's just an idea floating around in my head that I want to do with my channel. I've talked about in past ad nauseum how I want to make my channel something that is unique, and I've always wanted to alter it in some way. It's just kind of like once you're in the gameplay loop, it's like hard to venture out from the gameplay loop because people want, oh, here's the full gameplay. You know, a lot of people like a lot of people in the channel don't want things edited, which is tough. But I think what I'm gonna try to do is make something maybe a little bit mysterious happen on the channel, and maybe spiral that out into like a storyline. I think that would be pretty sick to have kind of like lore. I think that would be just cool. You know, it's kind of like a cult. Like, oh, like you don't know about that Negative AE guy. He has some lore. There's some shit going on that channel. I think that would be pretty fun. Just maybe I hire somebody or something to. I don't know. I don't know. There's just all kinds of ideas in my head that I want to like do. But every time I mention an idea that's really cool, I never know if I'm gonna follow through with it or not, or do stuff. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I think that would go a long way into making the channel some like what I originally envisioned, which was kind of show you guys cool games and then also make my channel something unique that you can be like, oh, this is something that I haven't seen before. On top of, oh, he also plays games. I don't know if it's going to work. I didn't know if visual novels and roguelikes are going to work, and it kind of did. I mean, enough for a small following. I mean, we have 800 people, guys. Like, it's been going down, and I think the reason it's been going down is because I stopped uploading for a while, and I come back, and then a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, this guy, I don't care about him anymore. So our subscriber count has been going down. It's probably also a lot of the visual novel people that were here for the visual novels. I haven't uploaded that in a while, so they're probably like, oh, he probably just forgot about us. So though that is true too. But I appreciate all of you that are still subscribed, and I will welcome you to subscribe if you are not. In fact, if this is your first video, how are you this far into the video? Go watch my Vagante or my Loop Hero. I think those are probably my best series. Catacomb Kids people like a lot, but I feel like I'm not very good at commentary. I've never been really good at commentary, but I've gotten a lot better than I used to be. I feel like. I think that's all I wanted to talk to you about. I've kind of just been talking for about 13 minutes. I apologize. Hopefully it was interesting enough to hear kind of my thoughts on the channel. If you guys have any interesting suggestions, like I said, I am doing something kind of a little bit mysterious. It's kind of like in the scripting stage. It's not going to be scripted. It is going to be scripted, but it's going to be something I think that'll be a lot of fun, and you'll see it coming. I think, and maybe I'll hire some people, get some of my friends involved, and it'll be a cool kind of like side project for the channel. I thought about making another channel for it, but I don't know. I could ramble on for days about literally everything under the sun, but I apologize. I have to end the video at some point. As I was going to say, if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see out of the channel, if you guys have any games that you have been playing lately and you're like, wow, I don't see this on this channel, and you'd like me to see or to play it, if you have any anything really. Tell me literally any idea that you have to improve the channel, and I will get it. I've gotten some requests in the past. I don't think I'll play any like AAA games. I had someone in my Discord like a while ago. I don't really check. I feel bad because I don't check the Discord enough anymore. I think I might just make a new one, so the Discord link that's in every video right now will be awful. But I think I want to make a new Discord where it's just everybody that's still here. because it's been a while, and I think we kind of have like it's not necessarily, it is kind of dead in there. Just because I don't check it often. I used to like reply to everybody in there, but there's not really any messages anymore. And I think we'd benefit from kind of like everybody that's still here move to this server, you know. Anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because someone had brought up to me before that we should play AAA games, and the reason why I'm not popular is because you know, I don't play anything that has a lot of hype behind it. And I would agree with that to a certain extent. I would say that AAA games don't interest me very much. They used to when I was like younger. Like I used to be into the Call of Duty. I used to be into the Halos. I used to be into all of that. I'm not so much anymore. Maybe like some AAA Nintendo stuff. I'm pretty interested in Breath of the Wild. That was pretty fun. You know, some of the Mario games. I'm not buying any remakes of anything really, but it would be interesting to kind of play a Switch game. I think I've streamed Mario Tennis in the past. Man, I am gonna ramble forever. I apologize for wasting your time. If you guys, like I said, have any suggestions for me and want me to improve, let me know. I will see you guys in the next episode. And if there's any questions about maybe what's going on with the channel or, gosh, anything, just anything, please talk to me. Anybody, please. No, I'm just, you know, you could not do that if you don't want to. Do whatever you want. I'm not your parents. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Whatever it may be, look forward hopefully to the interesting thing coming to the channel. I hope I follow through with it. I really do. I really hope that I have enough determination to make this thing happen. Because I think it would be really cool to have lore. I'm gonna end it before I stop. Before I end up going for an hour. I'm gonna stop it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.